When I recorded the first song and it was heard by people and they were like, "Oh, that's how you sung like, you should continue singing." I was like, I was not very much appreciative of the recording, but the fact that it touched people and people like were edified through it, it kind of inspired me to continue. What motivates me is, I guess, my past experiences, listening to local artists. You know, my pioneers being Living Lights. They inspired me because it was a shock to see local artists actually creating content that was, could be internationally listened to and heard and appreciated. So, that especially inspired me. Of course, my desire to bring the gospel to the world. Exposure is always a big thing. I mean, it's always required, and I think for me, that enabled me to broaden my horizon on what I should, achieve and what my goals should be in terms of quality and professionalism, character, and these kind of things. I think it enabled me to understand the importance of speaking well and presenting yourself well, so that the gospel especially would be effective. It's not just about writing and being able to sing, but it's also about understanding that it's a content, it's a package, and it needs to be packaged well. And so, I mean, whether the stage is good or bad, it does add, right? It does help a lot when equipment is working well and everything. But when it's not working well, I think ultimately that's when your drive and your passion is supposed to take over, and you really and truly understand that you have a goal, and the goal is to bring excellence so that God will be glorified at the end of the day.
It's like you practice in front of your mirror.
Yes, I did not. I have just come from work and I'm very tired. Defining moments. I think for me, when I recorded the first song and it was heard by people and they were like, "Oh, that's how you sung like, you should continue singing." I was like, I was not very much appreciative of the recording, but the fact that it touched people and people like were edified through it, it kind of inspired me to continue. And low points, well, for me, a low point was realizing how much work I had to do on my own voice, because I always struggled with hoarseness and this kind of stuff, and it came to a point where I struggled to sing past probably 4 songs, really and truly. And I guess for me that was a low point, but I believe in perseverance and achieving your goals through never giving up, really and truly. And I know God is with me, so He will make a way, man. Oh, outside of music, well, I like teaching children as much music as I know. Okay, I mean, I don't as much as I know. So I love interacting with children and trying to bring them to a point where they have never been before, broaden their horizon and things. So I tend to minister a lot to children, try to evangelize to children as much as I can, and because as they say, children are the future, and I believe that more initiatives should be taken towards, bringing up little children, and especially in the way of music, arts, and of course, theology. So, yeah. Well, I must say these stages have inspired me to at least do an album. Do something that I could consider probably my legacy, or a landmark for generations to come, because really and truly after you die, your music remains and it lives on. So I want to put down something serious, something solid that I could really and truly appreciate and advertise as my own. Probably an album. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, I like that question might not be it, but it's alright. Where can people go to encounter my content? Well, there is YouTube. I have I think it's like 2 songs there, and just more or less videos of live performances by me and my sister, of course. Yeah, it's more or less me and my sister most of the time. Although she will not be here this time, but most times it's like me and my sister. So YouTube for now, but in the future I pray that I will be advertising a little bit more, utilizing my social media, links and whatnot. I am very blessed. So I pray that you guys will enjoy the concert and you'll be blessed and edified through the concert. Amen. Hold on, we are supposed to be watching. I be watching you all the time, full time.
Josh, we can watch everything. It's okay.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, watch everywhere. Alright, so